So, hi everyone, and today I will be reviewing the new Scream movie. Of course, I don't have an edition of it because it's not out yet. So, let's do this. So, Scream 5 or whatever you want to call it, it's from 2022. It's directed by Matt Bettinelli, Olpen, and Tyler Gillette. So, it's written by James Vanderbilt, Guy Bisek, and based on the characters created by Kevin Williamson. Starring Nev Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Melissa Barrera, Mary Shelton, Jenna Ortega, Dylan Minetti, Jack Quaid, and Jasmine Savoy Brown, among a lot of people as usual. So in this new Scream film, we are like 25 years after the original series murders in Woodsboro, and Ghostface is back. Yeah, so basically that's it. One of my favorite things about the Scream movies is definitely the opening. And I have to say, I was pretty pleased with the opening in this one. It played enough with the gaming aspect and the horror movie play aspect from the original opening. I kind of like that. So I was kind of, from the first scene, I was like, okay, this might actually be fun. This might be inventive, creative. I'm on board from the first scene. This, it feels good. Yeah, so we see Jenna Ortega, and yeah, I like the games and the questions because they are very focused on the stab movies. Because the stab movies are everything in this one. Yeah, so we have I think they are up to stab 8 now because the stab movies are based on whatever happened in Woodsboro. Yeah, on the killings there. So we're up to stab 8, and it was fun. The killer asked questions about stab movies. I got everyone right, of course. So I would have survived. But yeah, the opening, fine. And then we get to meet every character, and I just got the feeling. I just looked at one of the characters, and I was like, that's probably the killer. I just got the feeling. I've admitted before when I've seen movies that I had no idea that was the killer. I blew my mind. But this one, I honestly have to say, I got a gut feeling that was gonna be the killer, and I was like, please don't let this person be the killer. That would be just so obvious and so lame. So I just had that feeling throughout the entire movie. I was like, please let me be wrong. Yeah. But also, the kills weren't that creative in my opinion. Like they had a lot of chances to really do something special, be creative. There was one scene, one guy was taking a shower, and then we get a Psycho reference. I was like, ooh, they are going to recreate this in such a fun way. Didn't happen. And then we get a lot of those scenes. I was like, ooh, they will recreate this one. Oh, I can't wait. And then oh no. Okay, we just get yeah, okay, no, okay. Some of the kills were really good and bloody, I have to admit. Of course, there were a lot of stabbings. Scream, they have stab movies. But honestly, the characters are really dull and boring. 95% of them, the new ones we get to know, they are. I mean, one character even says to you, "You're too boring to be a killer." And I'm like, yeah, these characters are boring. 95% of them, and the ones who kind of showed a personality, which I could know, they were not in it for as long as I would have liked. So I mean, kind of didn't really connect with the characters, so to speak, with the cast. But I was happy once I got to see Sydney and Gail and Dewey. That was really good. That was working, as it always is. But then the story progresses. There are just a lot of really bad decisions. The humor, which the first 4 movies have. They have had that as a collective. Scream has a certain type of humor. This one is more serious. And I have to say, it doesn't benefit the movie at all. I like my Scream to be more, to be humorous, to have the dark humor and lightness to it, kinda, but still be brutal and self-aware. But this movie it just hit differently, and I have to say, we all know that from the first Scream till the fourth, we had the movies have been self-aware. They've been like, there are rules to survive in scary movies, there are rules to this, and they have kind of played with it. But they have done it in a way that has been just the right amount. Just the right amount of self-aware. But in this one, it just got to a point, it was too much. It was in every line, every scene was just like, oh, we're now, are you the killer? No, are you the killer? No, I wouldn't do this because you're the. It was like in Halloween Kills. When you first hear, the first time someone says evil dies tonight, you're like, yes, hell yeah. And then when someone says this for the 100th time, you're like, if someone says this line again, I would probably just explode and, die. So, yeah, that is what happened. It got too self-aware. That was everything that every scene was about, and I just... Yeah, I kind of checked out, and honestly, towards the end, when everything was revealed, and the motives and everything, I was like, oh, okay, this is lame. At least every Scream movie had like a justifiable motive. Not that I say it's right that a killer did that, but at least you go like, okay, I can't understand why that killer did that, even if it's sick and fucked up. But in this one, I'm like, really, that was your thing, that's your motive. Okay, yeah. And then, you know what, I guess my guess and gut instinct was right, and I was like, no. I didn't really care, but at least we got a nice stabbing and slashing towards the end. That was quite nice. And there were some details that I did appreciate, but I can't reveal them because I would be revealing a huge part of the plot. So I will not do that. But there were some scenes which were kinda okay, kinda good. So I won't say that this movie is terrible. It's not terrible. It was really disappointing. Very disappointing. And how much I love the Scream series, you all know. And if I say that this movie's disappointing, then it's a big deal. But I can understand if a lot of the fans like this kind of new take on the Scream movies. I can understand. So if you love the film, don't worry, we're still friends. But if you also don't dislike the film, I understand. So yeah, I was very disappointed, unfortunately, but still was happy to watch a new Scream movie. But yeah, I will give this one a 4 out of 10. Because as I said, there were a few scenes that kind of made up for some of the suckiness. Yeah, but of all the things that I talked about, but it can't make up for all of it. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for watching my review of the new Scream movie. And if you've seen the new Scream movie, please let me know in the comments if you liked it or disliked it, and why. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You're all amazing. Hope you will have an amazing weekend. So, even if you like or dislike the new Scream movie, we're still best friends. So, bye!